Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be seeing what are the angles formed by parallel lines and transversals, and what are the different names, or how can we call them, and what particular relationship is there between these angles. We'll be seeing in detail in this video. So to start with, let's first look at how are angle pairs formed by transversals. Now already we have learned about these, but this is just a quick review for you on how the angles are formed. So these are two parallel lines, and the speciality of parallel lines is that they never meet each other, though they travel in the same direction, but they do not meet, or they do not touch each other. So these are parallel lines, so let's name them as L and M. So a transversal is another line which crosses the parallel lines. So when a transversal, let's name the transversal as T. So when the transversal crosses a pair of parallel lines, what happens is that the angles are formed. As you can see that the places where the transversal is touching both the lines, there are angles formed. So here we have one angle, here another one. So here we have four angles there and four angles here. So these are the angles formed. Now just keep in mind that these angles which are having the same color will be all equal. Okay, so all the brown angles will be equal and all the yellow angles are going to be equal. So here we have found when a pair of parallel lines are touched by a transversal line, or a transversal crosses a pair of parallel lines, what happens is that some angles are formed. So let's name them as this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there are 8 complete angles formed when a pair of parallel lines are crossed by a transversal. Okay, now move. As you can see, these angles which are in between the lines, okay, they're like inside. They're between two lines, so which means they're inside. So any of these angles, we call them as any name related to these angles. We call them as interior angles because they are inside, and these angles which are outside are called as exterior angles. So we'll be using these two words to identify these angles. So interior means these angles which are in between the lines, and exterior means the angles which are on the outside. So let's move on. Now this is a quick trick you can use to find out the parallel which angle is equal to which angle. Okay, this is a trick only, so you can use this method to calculate the other angles too. So this is basically the same pair of parallel lines which are being crossed by a transversal, and we have these angles here. Okay, now rather than naming them 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, we can name each angle as A, B. Okay, so you start with A and then B, so you cannot have two B's together, right? So we name this angle also as A and then this as B. Okay, so the same color angles all become A, so all the brown ones will be A and all the yellow ones are going to be B. So if you just remember this trick, okay, how to name A, B, so it's like alternate, A, B, A, B, it's alternate. All the A angles will be equal and all the B angles are equal. So there's a small trick you can use whenever you have to find the angle pairs which are formed by transversals. Use this trick, you will never go wrong. And one more thing you have to keep in mind, like I said before, all A's are equal and all B's are equal. A and B, if you add, you have to get 180, which means A plus B will give you 180. For example, this two angles, when you add them, you must get 180. Okay, let's move on and see. As you know, these are interior angles and these are the exterior angles. Okay, now let's move on and check what are the names which are given to these angles. Now that was a trick, that's why I did not use the AB here, rather I have used the letters here. The numbers here, the letters are used to be only for the trick, nothing else. Okay, so as you can see, alternate interior angles. Now by the name itself, interior, you must have understood that they're talking about some angles which are inside. Okay, just remember another word for alternate is the opposite. So interior means they're talking about these angles which are inside. And which are the opposite angles? We have angle 4 and 6 which are opposite. So angle 4 and 6 will become alternate interior angles, because interior they're inside and alternate they're opposite. So angle 4 and 6 are alternate interior angles. Another pair of alternate interior angles are 3 and 5. So angle 3 and angle 5 are also alternate interior angles. Now what is going to be both of them? They both are going to be equal. As you can see, the colors used are the same, which means if angle 3 is going to be 40 degrees, this angle 5 is going to be 40 as well. So if angle 4 is 120, angle 6 is going to be 120 as well. These are just examples I'm giving you so that the concept will be clear for you. Or if you put AB, you will definitely find out the numbers are going to be the same for both. Next pair of angles which we're going to say are alternate exterior angles. Now alternate exterior. Exterior means something which is outside. Alternate means opposite. So which angles are outside? We have angle 1, angle 2, angle 8 and angle 7. So which angle outside is equal to angle 1? Angle 1, which color of this, outside angles have the same color? Angle 7. So angle 1 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. Same way, angle 2 and angle 8 are also alternate exterior angles. Just remember these keywords. Interior means inside, or exterior means outside, alternate means opposite. So easily you can find the angles. Okay, moving to the next one, we have this same-sided interior angles. Now again, they're talking about something which is inside, because the word interior is used. Now what are these same-sided interior angles? You can see this. They are on the same side of the transversal and they are inside. Now angle 1 and angle 8 are outside, so we cannot say that they are interior angles. So interior angles are only two, that's 4 and 5. So they are on the same side and they are interior. Now what's same like angle 4 and angle 5 are same-sided interior angles. On the other side, angle 3 and angle 6 are interior as well. So they are also same-sided interior angles. Now what speciality about this angle? Just few moments before I said, if you add these two angles, you must get 180. So similarly, the angles which are like same-sided interior angles, when you add them up, you must get 180. So if one of the angle is given for you, for example, if they say angle 5 is angle 5 is 40 degrees and you have to find angle 4, what do? Simply subtract 180 from 40, you will find the measure of angle 4. So always remember this letter U. You can see, if you tilt your head a bit, you can see that it's almost like a letter U. So these angles which are inside letter U are same-sided interior angles and they add up to 180 degrees. Similarly is for the other side too. And now the other pair of angles you have are corresponding angles. Now corresponding angles, they are behind each other. I cannot say that they're facing each other, they are behind each other. Just think in the classroom, you are sitting in front and your friend behind you in the back desk. So they are like that. Corresponding angles are the angles which are behind each other, but they are on the same side of the transversal. So which are on the same side of the transversal? Angle 1 and angle 5. You cannot say angle 1 and 4 are corresponding. They're not, because they are not behind each other. It's like you just imagine this is you, then there is someone, and then there is your friend again. So it goes like that. So these are corresponding angles. So again here, which angle is corresponding to angle 2? What's the rule? You, someone else, and your friend. So this is the rule you have to follow for corresponding angles. So you, your friend, and someone else. Sorry, you, someone else, and then your friend. So it goes like that. So if I ask you the question, which angle is corresponding to angle 8? Easy? you can say angle 4 is corresponding to angle 8. What's the rule? You, someone else, your friend. So 8 and 4 are corresponding angles. So let's move on and find out how we find, using these angles, how are we going to find missing angles, or whichever angle they wanted us to find. Okay, now as you can see, these are two parallel lines cut by a transversal. So they're told, find each angle measure. How are you going to find each angle measure? So let's see. They want you to find the measure of angle EDG. So where is angle EDG? This is E, this is D, and this is G. So basically they want you to find this angle here. Always remember, this letter in middle stands for the concerned angle. So if the letter D is in middle, it'll be this angle they're talking about, because it goes like this. So this angle inside. Now looking at the picture, which information have they given us? Just look for a clue within the picture, within the figure. This is x minus 30. We cannot do anything unless we know the value of x. Can we do anything with this? No, because again we need the value of x. But they gave us 75 here. So let's use the trick. Let's name them as A, B, B. Okay, so let's name them as AB. So this is the trick I'm teaching you. So all A's are equal and all B's are equal. So they're asking us for angle EDG. So EDG. Which angle, which letter is corresponding to this angle? B. Now do we have the measure of any angle B? Yes, we have here. So it is 75 degrees. So angle EDG is 75 degrees. Now what reason can you give that they are equal? Are they angles which are inside or outside? They are angles outside. So it means it's something to do with exterior. And are they opposite? Yes. So it means it is alternate exterior angles theorem. So this is how you find the angles. Moving on to the next one, we have angle BDG. So where is angle BDG? So first find out which angle are they talking about. They want you to find B, that's B is here, D and G. Okay, so BDG. So they want you to find this angle X here. As I told you D, so D, they want you to find this angle now. How are you, we know that B is already 75 now. How are you going to find this angle here? Okay, one thing you can do is, you can say that x minus 30 is equal to 75, because we found that one. It's the same, x minus 30, which was for angle ETG, is 75. So you can simply subtract 180 minus 75, because they are angles on a straight line. You know angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Or you can do 180 minus 75, or as shown here, you can do x minus 30 equals 75. So the value of x is going to be 105. 75 plus 30, 30 will give you 105. There are many ways to find these angles. It's not only one correct way. I can, like, you should only use this theorem. No, there are many ways to find the missing angles. Okay, so let's move on and check another example. Here we have, okay, they want you to find the measure of angle QRS. So QRS. So they want you to find this angle, this particular angle. Okay, now they gave us this angle is 118. Now look at the shape of this angle. Which shape does it show you? It's like the letter U. Now previously, what did we just study? The angles inside the letter U is equal to 180, right? So 180 minus 118 will give you 62. So why is that we are subtracting them from 180? Because they are corresponding angles. Another name for the angles inside the letter U is corresponding angles. So they have given you one angle here, which is 118. You have to find out this angle. So simply subtract 180 from 18. So this is all what you need to know about measuring and finding angles. Now for a quick review also, we will just do one or two questions more so that the concept will be completely clear for you. Okay, so here we have find angle X, Y, and Z. So how are we going to find angle X? Y, and Z. Okay, now let me name them as A, B. Now I'm not writing here. If you want, you can write, but just I'm doing it imaginarily. Okay, A, B, then A, B, then we have AB and AB. So if you write it down with your pencil, it will be more clear for you. So let me just try writing it. Maybe it's going to be A, B, A. Now this cannot be A because A is already there. So it has to be B. This is angle A. This is angle A. And this is angle B. Don't mind the handwriting. Okay, now as for the trick, all A's are equal and all B's are equal. Now what have they asked us to find? They have asked us to find angle. Oops. Okay. Well, you all know what to write, right? So I'm just gonna clear that because it doesn't work. Let me clear it. Okay. Fine. So all what we are going to do is we have to find angle X, Y, and Z. So which letter was corresponding here when we wrote AB, AB? There was a letter here. Which letter was that? It was AB, A. So this was B, right? Now this angle is 74, okay? Which means what is this angle going to be? It was a B. This was also a B. This was also a B. So this angle X is going to be equal to, okay, I cannot write it so neatly, but 74 degrees. And what is the reason we are going to give that they both are equal? We can say that they are alternate interior angles, right? Because they're inside and they're opposite, so we will give the reason as alternate interior angles. Similarly, angle Y is also going to be 74. Okay, now you can find out angle Y, that Y is 74 because they are alternate angles, or also you can say that they are corresponding angles. We know that X is 74. So if this is 74, this is also going to be 74. Remember, you, someone else, your friend. So you, someone else, your friend is also going to be 74. So Y is also going to be 74 as well. Now what about angle Z? What about this angle here? Of course, you have to do 180 minus 74. Why are we going to do 180 minus 74? Because they are corresponding angles. You can see the letter U. So one angle is 74. To find the other angle, you have to do 180 minus 74. So 180 minus 74 is good. Okay. 170, 80 minus, okay, better, I think I'll use the text box. So that's going to be 180 minus 74. That's going to give you 106 degrees. So angle Z is going to be 106 degrees. You just use the trick wherever it is, you will find the answer very easily. Okay, let's move on and let's just see what another example can we give. Okay, what another kind of question we have. Okay, so let me clear all this. All right, now here we have find angle 1, 2, 3. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Now from the picture, okay, you can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Why are they equal? Why do you think angle 1 and 2 are equal? Because they are alternate exterior angles. So I can what you can do is you whenever you have such variables, always go to find the variable first. So to find the variable, we need something. So 33x minus 33 equals 2x plus 26, which means now we will move everything like how we normally solve an equation. So 3x minus 2x is equal to 26 plus 33. So this is going to be x is equal to 26 plus 33 will give you 59. So the value of x is 59. Now using the value of x, we can find out the measure of angle 1. So angle 1 is going to be, let me just write here, angle 1 is going to be 3. They have given us 3x minus 33, right? So we are just going to substitute the value of x in there. So 3 multiplied by 59 minus 33. So 3 multiplied by 59 is going to give you 177 minus 33 will give you 144. So angle 1 is going to be 144. So that means this angle is going to be 144. What about angle 2 now? Can we say that angle 2 is also 144? Yes, we can. What is the reason we are going to give that angle 2 is also 144? You have to give a reason, you have to give a proof. So because they are alternate exterior angles, right? This is the reason we are going to give alternate exterior angles. Now let's find out for angle 3. Can we say that angle 3 is also 144? Which reason? If you're saying such, you should have proof. So you have to give the reason. Why is angle 3 144? Why is angle 3 going to be 144? Because they are corresponding angles. What is it corresponding to? Let me make this shorter. Okay, these are corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 3 are corresponding. So as a result, angle 3 is also 144 because you, someone else, your friend. So you and your friend are equal. So angle 3 is also 144 degrees. So it's very easy to solve such questions. Only you have to find out the key from the figure itself. You have to just search for something which might give you a clue as to how to, like a number which can just open up all the answers, or you can use the trick of using AB. As you know, all A's are equal, B's are equal, but A plus B should give you 180. So this was the lesson for today. Hopefully you have understood, but only thing, if you think this is hard, what can you do? The only thing left is practice, practice, practice. Math is not a difficult subject. It just comes by practice. If you think it's difficult, yes, it is difficult. But once you start practicing, once you start liking it, you will get so interested in math that you will keep solving questions. So the only key for learning math or to be good in math is practice. The time which you spend in the school just is not enough to learn math. Just you have to keep practicing, only then you will learn math. So there's a trick, or I say it's an advice for those who don't like math, or those who say I don't like math. There is no choice for you. It's that you don't like it, that's why you are not understanding it. So the only key for it is practice. You can ask anyone who is practicing math well, they will love the subject because it's interesting. If you solve, you will want to keep solving it. So keep practicing, okay? Because practice makes anyone perfect. So keep practicing till we meet again in another video. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe and like the video.